So a few days ago on the channel, I made a video talking about how Ferociouslysteph must be stopped, and what she was saying is completely outrageous and ridiculous. I mean, just take a look at the clips again.
The only way to have a level playing field at the highest level of play is to have is to not have voice chat, to not have people give up their linguistic profiles. I mean, and maybe you think, you know, if you are a competitive gamer, which a lot of people have been like, Steph, you're not, you clearly know nothing about competitive play. Well, competition, by the way, y'all, competition requires you to get every advantage possible. To become the top 0.01% in any video game, you have to squeeze every amount of advantage you can possibly get. Voice chat is unfair. I said a lot of people with cis white male sounding voices are here telling me that voice chat isn't a problem, and that is a fact. Y'all have voices that aren't marginalized coming in and saying, just mute, it's not an issue. Everyone faces harassment. I've heard it all. You're just repeating my like a year ago. No, I'm just not cool with white supremacy, y'all. It's really not that. I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists. Sorry. Just a fact. And I'm not going anywhere. I have power. They can't take it away from me. And honestly, you know, there are some people that should be afraid of me, and that they are, because I represent moderation and diversity, and I'm gonna come for hurtful, harmful people if you're a really shitty person.
So obviously Steph received an enormous amount of backlash, especially since she was even talking about things such as being in control and having power to ban people and how people should be scared, which is just completely ridiculous, as I said in the previous video. However, recently Steph did actually apologize publicly on Twitter, so let's just take a quick look at it. If you can even call this an apology, to be honest. I don't know, make your own mind up. Ever get farmed for clickbait? I feel like my voice has been taken from me. I've been straining, trying to make it back since. So many people have attended my Q&A stream segments and left seeing me different. It gives me hope. I spend most of my time nowadays trying to correct my perception. I'm continually understanding the bounds of this extreme stand I am held to. It's my responsibility to not speak anything that can be clipped, trimmed, and used against me. Always removing who I was responding to. But also, I'm a streamer. I engage with people. I'm not perfect. I've been harassed, doxed, and impersonated. There's one specifically nasty impersonator using my name with a capital Y instead of an L, who has fooled so many people. Twitter has done nothing about it for days. I've seen too many images of gifs/deer getting killed. Supremacists. I've been engaged by people who have made it clear they don't want gaming to be more inclusive of minorities. They believe gaming belongs to them and want to keep it that way. They are undesiring of any amount of discourse or compromise. I do not haphazardly apply this perception to anyone or everyone. Disagreeing with me is not cause for me to label someone like this. I, like anyone who tries, do my best to allow everyone to show and tell me who they are. It's clearly very hard to call this sort of behaviour out. I'm especially sorry for my peers and friends who have been pressured to make judgments about me and the situation. I feel the responsibility of so much stress I have caused, also for the unsafety I've brought to my community. I didn't ask for this, neither did you. If you are angry at me, why? I'm not going to ruin games for you. At worst, I'm going to introduce you to an uncomfortable perspective. I'm a gamer too, been one my whole life. I'm 27, I played multiplayer shooters when I was 2. Video games and game culture is in my blood. I always have and always will try to make the world a better place. I'm incredibly sensitive and deeply motivated to bring happiness to people. All people, not just my community. I hope someone can see me and feel more valid about who they are and feel more authentic. If you want to talk about voice chat, now is not the time. I did not invite this conversation. You can hear my opinions on stream from Q&As. It's time a good conversation/interview will arise. There are other things going on right now. Thank you. I hope these tweets assist your understanding of me and the situation. Your kind messages and support are getting heard. Doing my best every day. Apologies for my reading skills. That didn't go that great, but that's the entire apology that Steph put out. Now, there are multiple issues with this. Firstly, you should never start an apology with "I am the victim" card, saying that you were farmed for clickbait, when realistically you were not farmed for clickbait. Your name was put in titles and you were the hot topic on YouTube, on Twitter for a few days simply because of your statements. It's like saying that if I make a documentary or a video about something that Cristiano Ronaldo did, I can't put Cristiano Ronaldo in the title because it's clickbait. Well, I'm going to write the Portuguese kid who's good at football. No, I'm going to write the person's name because that's what's going to get the clicks. That's what's going to tell you what the video is about. It's not all about clickbait. Secondly, Steph, your voice has not been taken from you. Unlike what you're trying to do with voice chat, you still have an immense platform on Twitch where you have thousands of people that you can talk to, you can share your opinions. Most of the people are fanboying you and they will listen to your opinion, unlike people who watch this channel, for example, they're not going to listen to me. I don't have a massive fan base, so they're less likely to actually listen to what I've got to say. Thirdly, yes, I 100% agree, harassment is never okay, and people should not have harassed you, and that is completely wrong, guys. Please do not send hate over to people like that. If you disagree with their opinion, disagree with what they're saying, just be civil and just voice your own opinion like I am currently right now. Just don't say anything bad, because it's just not nice, and we don't need it on the internet. Not even just the internet, we just don't need it anywhere, so just don't, please, thank you. Lastly, you still talk about supremacists coming in and say they don't want gaming to be more available for the minorities, but that is such a small minority of gamers that are like that. 99% of us are not anything like that. We don't care who plays, yet you still go on about how you shouldn't label people, but then label people white supremacists if they're gaming. It's just ridiculous. I mean, that pretty much sums up Steph's apology, and realistically there's no apology within this apology. Like, you're complaining that you're being taunted and harassed and whatever. Obviously you shouldn't be harassed, but you know exactly what you did wrong, yet you refuse to admit it or even apologize for it. So Steph, if you do ever see this video, please just cut yourself a break, just make a simple apology, and people will stop being as bad towards you. Obviously people on the internet are horrible, and a lot of them will still connect to taunt you, harass you, but a lot of us just want a simple apology and you to understand that not all gamers are white supremacists or whatever. Alright, now moving on from the topic, Steph's actions have caused some other backlash as well, with Twitch actually backtracking and removing the power from the safety advisory team, so they will now only be advisors and not be able to make any decisions on policy changes, which is something that they were meant to be able to do before. So obviously Steph's actions did actually cause a massive ripple throughout the Twitch platform, and obviously it's a bit unfair that some people's new position has been somewhat stripped from them, and they have a lot less authority when they have worked hard to be able to like be in a position where they are invited to join such a like council. But I mean, it's the usual case of one person disposed of the rest of us, I guess. Last thing I want to talk about is a streamer called Asmongold. He's quite popular, and he spoke up about what he thinks about Steph's actions, and just watch this clip real quick.
Because you're afraid of getting banned. It's ridiculous. And at the same time, this person can say negative things about white people, and it's fine. If I said that about black people or about trans people, I would be banned. I would be gone off the platform. But they do it, and it's completely okay, and Twitch accepts it. It's the emperor's new clothes, and everybody is afraid to say what's fucking obvious. That's all there is to it. It's wrong. If you had replaced that, what she said, with any other group of people, if me, XQC, Soda, Summit, Lyric, any other streamer had said that, we would have been off the platform in a fucking second.
Oh, jeez.
Am I wrong?
So what Asmon says is that if any other streamer said what Steph had said, they would be taken off the platform, and a lot of people are scared to say it. And honestly, it may be a bit controversial, but I actually 100% agree with him. I believe that Twitch has immense double standards, and I mean that can be seen with like streamers such as Pokimane or Alinity not being banned for doing things that a regular streamer gets banned for like a week for doing. It's just like stupid. So the fact that Steph is a minority, obviously she is trans and whatever, could actually be in favor of her because people are a bit scared to like actually go against her. So yeah, as I said, it's maybe a controversial opinion, but I 100% agree with it, and that's just my own thing. If you think otherwise, then form your own. I don't really mind. It's up to you. Obviously you have your own free speech, your own opinions. I'm not here to judge. But obviously, as I said in the last video, I have nothing against trans people or gay people or the LGBT community. Like, they're all fine with me. It's just, if you're making statements like someone like Steph is, it's wrong. And that goes for any streamer, any person at all. If you're making statements that are discriminatory and whatever, it's just wrong and you shouldn't do it. So that's basically going to wrap it up for today's video. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and also a massive thank you for helping me hit 300 subscribers a few days ago. It really means a lot, and it's amazing. We've grown so quickly in the last few months of me restarting the channel. So yeah, let's try and hit 10 likes in this video. Thank you all for watching once again, and it's ZipzinYT out. Peace.